Join me as I challenge myself to see if strangers can really fall deep in love. The city wakes up, bustling and bright, a symphony of car horns and hurried footsteps echoing through the canyons of skyscrapers. But for some, amidst the relentless energy, it's a lonely place, a stark contrast to the vibrant backdrop. Elara, a talented illustrator with dreams as big as the city itself, starts her day in a quiet, sun-drenched flat. Sunlight streams in, painting the walls with a warm glow. But her heart feels grey, a subtle ache of isolation lingering from the night before. She makes tea, the fragrant steam a small comfort, and sits at her desk, a blank canvas awaiting her touch, and draws people together, sketching the world she wishes for, a world brimming with connection and affection, a world she longs to be a part of. Across the city, in a different corner of this sprawling metropolis, Leo, a dancer with a soul that speaks through movement, stretches in his own silent flat, preparing his body for the day's emotional and physical demands. He looks out at the busy streets, a river of anonymous faces flowing below, feeling like an outsider looking in, disconnected from the vibrant pulse of the city. Music fills the silence, a temporary escape, but not the emptiness, the yearning for something more than just rhythm and melody. Elara packs her sketchbook, a faithful companion filled with dreams and aspirations, and heads to her favourite cafe, the Daily Grind, a haven of caffeine and creativity. She sketches strangers, capturing fleeting moments and untold stories in her art, surrounded by life but feeling invisible. A ghost in a bustling room, her presence unnoticed. Leo rides the underground, the rumble of the train a constant drone, lost in the crowd, a sea of faces blurring into anonymity, each person a world unto themselves. Then dances alone in a vast studio, the echoing space amplifying his solitude, pouring his feelings into every movement, each leap and turn a desperate attempt to connect with something, anything. The music stops, the final note fading into the silence, and he's left with only his reflection, a stark reminder of his isolation. A solitary figure in a city of millions, each person living their own separate story. Two souls, Elara and Leo, each searching for connection in their own unique way, move through the city's rhythm, their paths unknowingly inching closer. Unaware of how close their worlds are about to collide, how a chance encounter could change everything. Elara's art is full of longing, each stroke of her pencil a whisper of hope for a love she hasn't found. Leo's dance is full of hope, his movements a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. Both are waiting for something, or someone, to fill the void, to break the silence that surrounds them, to shatter the walls of isolation. Their routines are parallel lines, seemingly destined to remain separate, yet fate has a way of rewriting the script. The city, for all its noise and chaos, is a place where loneliness echoes loudest, a cruel irony in a place teeming with life. But even in a city this big, where dreams are both made and broken, sometimes two lonely hearts can find each other, defying the odds and discovering solace in shared vulnerability. Elara and Leo, each in their own way, navigating the complexities of city life, are about to discover they're not as alone as they think. That connection can be found in the most unexpected places. The city's millions fade into the background, their individual stories momentarily overshadowed, setting the stage for a story of quiet connection, a testament to the power of human interaction. In the heart of the metropolis, where dreams converge and destinies intertwine, two strangers are about to change each other's lives, embarking on a journey of self-discovery and unexpected love. On a rainy afternoon, Elara seeks shelter in a cozy bookshop instead of her usual cafe. She wanders the aisles, searching for inspiration, comforted by the scent of old paper. Leo, escaping the rain, ducks into the same shop by chance. He's not a reader, but the quiet is a welcome change. Elara finds a book of photographs, but as she turns, she bumps into Leo. Her sketchbook and pencils scatter. Her drawings spill out. Lonely figures, couples, city scenes. Embarrassed, she kneels to gather them. Leo kneels too, noticing the emotion in her art, recognizing his own loneliness in her sketches. He picks up a drawing of a solitary figure at a window and looks at Elara. Their eyes meet for the first time. He offers a gentle, understanding smile, handing her the drawings. Their fingers brush. A brief, electric touch. No words are spoken, but something passes between them. In a city of millions, a single quiet hello can feel like a spark in the dark. They part ways, but the moment lingers. After that day, an undeniable thread seemed to weave its way through their lives. Ilara and Leo begin to cross paths everywhere, their worlds unexpectedly colliding. Always by chance, or so it seemed. Each encounter sparked a flicker of recognition, a silent acknowledgement of something shared. In the park, lost in her creative world, Ilara sketches pigeons, capturing their quirky movements with charcoal. She looks up and spots Leo on a bench, engrossed in a book, sunlight catching in his hair. Their eyes meet across the distance, a silent question hanging in the air, and they share a real smile, a genuine moment of connection. On a crowded bus, the jostling crowd a symphony of urban chaos, Ilara stumbles, losing her balance. Instinctively, Leo catches her, his hand steady and gentle on her arm, preventing a fall. For a fleeting moment, the noise fades, their silent bubble intact, a small island of calm amidst the city's relentless energy. At the bustling market, amidst the vibrant colours and fragrant aromas, Leo offers her a ripe red strawberry. She accepts, her fingers brushing against his as she takes the fruit, their touch sending a subtle spark, the sweetness a shared secret. Each encounter, each fleeting moment is a note in a growing symphony, a melody composed of chants and unspoken feelings. No words are exchanged, just glances that linger a little longer than necessary, and gestures that speak volumes. They learn about each other, not through conversation, but through these silent moments, observing the nuances of each other's expressions. There's a quiet kindness reflected in his eyes, a gentle warmth that draws her in, and a hopeful smile that graces her lips whenever their paths converge. The city, with its endless possibilities and hidden corners, becomes their stage, the backdrop to their unfolding story. Their story is unfolding in the spaces between the noise, in the quiet moments snatched from the city's relentless bustle. Without a single word spoken of love, without grand declarations or sweeping gestures, they are undeniably falling in love. Their connection grows stronger with each passing day, each shared glance, each silent understanding. It's a connection built on shared silences, those comfortable pauses in conversation that speak volumes, and small acts of understanding, a silent language only they seem to understand. The loneliness that once defined them, the sense of isolation in a crowded city, begins to fade, replaced by a growing sense of belonging. Every meeting feels less like coincidence and more like fate, a carefully orchestrated dance of destiny. Every smile exchanged is not just a fleeting expression, but a promise of something more, a hint of what could be. They are no longer just strangers passing in the street, anonymous faces in the urban landscape. They are becoming something more, each other's quiet companion, a source of comfort and understanding in a chaotic world. The city, once perceived as cold and vast, an impersonal landscape of concrete and steel, now feels intimate and full of possibility, a place where dreams can take root and love can blossom. Sometimes the most powerful and profound stories are the ones told without words, communicated through glances, gestures, and shared silences. Ilara and Leo's Silent Symphony, a love story written in stolen moments and unspoken feelings, is just beginning to unfold. In every accidental meeting, in every shared glance, their hearts move closer, drawn together by an invisible force, their bond deepening with each passing moment. Their bond deepens, woven from looks and gestures. One afternoon, Ilara struggles with a drawing at the daily grind. Leo appears, sits across from her, offering silent support. He gestures to the window, where an old man feeds birds, an everyday moment, suddenly beautiful. Ilara smiles, inspired, and sketches the scene with new energy. Leo watches, encouraging, his presence a quiet anchor. No words are needed, he understands her language. The cafe's noise fades, they exist in their own world. When she finishes, she shows him the sketch, full of life and warmth. His smile is bright, full of admiration and connection. In that moment, they communicate more than words ever could. Their relationship is built on silent empathy. Sometimes the deepest connections are unspoken. Ilara and Leo find comfort in each other's presence. Their silent understanding is a language all its own. Together, they prove that love doesn't always need words. Their meetings become a familiar comfort. Ilara searches for Leo in crowds, and he scans the streets for her. The hope of seeing each other brightens their days. One autumn day, Ilara spots Leo with friends across a busy square. He looks happy, part of a world she doesn't know. She hesitates, wanting to approach, but a woman hugs him, and Ilara freezes. The moment slips away. She turns back, feeling small and foolish. Leo, sensing something missing, scans the crowd but doesn't see her. The city feels vast again, their connection suddenly fragile. Doubt creeps in, and the silence between them grows. The city that once brought them together now seems to push them apart. Ilara's courage falters, and Leo feels a quiet loss. Their dance of near misses leaves them both longing for more. The city's magic fades, replaced by uncertainty. Sometimes the hardest step is the one that breaks the silence. After that day, the magic fades. Ilara and Leo stop crossing paths. Ilara's drawings lose their spark. Leo's dances become mechanical. The city feels empty, every familiar place a reminder of what's lost. Ilara wonders if it was all just coincidence, her hope withering. Leo replays their encounters, regret growing heavy in his chest. The silence that once connected them now separates them. Both are haunted by memories of what could have been. The city's noise returns, but it only amplifies their loneliness. Ilara tries to move on, but can't forget his smile. Leo realizes he must act before the silence becomes permanent. He decides to find her to break the silence once and for all. One evening, Leo sits alone, determined not to let their story end. He remembers Ilara's sketchbook and decides to speak her language. He buys a blank comic book and draws their story. Two lonely figures, chance meetings, silent moments. His drawings are simple but full of feeling. He ends with a rooftop scene and a message. I miss our quiet hellos. Meet me here, sunset. He places the comic in a plain envelope. The next day, he leaves it at her usual cafe table. It's a leap of faith, a silent message sent into the world. Leo walks away, hope and fear mingling in his heart. All he can do now is wait on the rooftop at sunset. He has given their story one last chance. The rest is up to her. Sometimes love needs a bold gesture to break the silence. Ilara, lost in thought, glances down at her cafe table. A simple, unassuming envelope rests there, untouched. It wasn't there a moment ago. A sense of curiosity washes over her as she reaches for it, her fingers tracing the smooth paper. Inside, she finds a comic book, its pages filled with vibrant illustrations. It's not just any comic book, it's a comic book telling their story. A story she thought only she knew. With each turn of the page, she sees every moment replayed in vivid detail. The cozy bookshop where their eyes first met, the serendipitous encounter in the park, a shared smile amidst the falling leaves. The crowded bus where they stood shoulder to shoulder, the agonizing missed connection that haunted her thoughts. Each panel echoes the silent narrative of their unspoken feelings. Realizing he felt it too, that the connection wasn't just in her head, her hope returns, blossoming like a flower after a long winter. A warmth spreads through her chest, chasing away the lingering doubts. The final page, a rooftop bathed in the warm hues of sunset, and a message scrawled across the sky. It's an invitation, a promise of something more. Meet me here. Sunset. Simple words, yet they carry the weight of unspoken desires and a shared yearning. She rushes through the city, a whirlwind of anticipation and nervous energy propelling her forward. Heart pounding, chasing the last light of day, she races against the setting sun, desperate to reach him before the moment slips away. She finds the building, a nondescript structure amidst the urban sprawl, and takes the lift, the silence amplifying the frantic beat of her heart, and steps onto the rooftop, the door creaking open to reveal a breathtaking panorama. The city glows below, a tapestry of twinkling lights stretching as far as the eye can see. The sky painted in gold and pink, a masterpiece of nature's artistry, mirroring the emotions swirling within her. Leo stands by the edge, waiting, his silhouette framed against the vibrant canvas of the setting sun. He turns as she arrives, his eyes widening as he takes in the sight of her. Hope and relief on his face, a mirror of her own emotions, confirming that this moment is real, that they are both here, together. For a moment, they just look at each other, across the space that separates them. A silent conversation passing between their eyes. The city fading away, the noise and chaos of the world dissolving into the background as their connection takes center stage. Elara clutches the comic, the pages worn from her anxious rereading, a tangible symbol of their shared story. Tears of happiness in her eyes, blurring the edges of the city lights, a release of all the pent-up emotions she's been holding inside. Leo's smile is everything she's been searching for. A beacon of warmth and understanding that melts away her fears. The silence between them is full of meaning, not loneliness, a comfortable understanding that transcends the need for words. In the golden light, they are no longer lost, but found, connected by a thread of shared experience and unspoken longing. Two souls, finally found, after wandering through the labyrinth of life, they have finally found their way back to each other. Stand together above the city, a silent promise etched in the twilight sky, ready to begin the next chapter of their story. The story they wrote in silence has led them here, to this rooftop, to this moment, to each other. The city, once vast and cold, now feels intimate and warm, a reflection of the newfound connection between them. Their quiet hellos have become something more, a prelude to a love story that is just beginning to unfold. The world falls away, only the two of them remain on the rooftop. The silence is no longer empty, but full of promise. Elara steps forward, the comic book pressed to her heart. Leo waits, letting her set the pace. She offers a small, tearful smile, finally seen, finally found. She takes a breath and breaks the silence. Hi. The word is simple, but it means everything. Leo's smile widens, his eyes shining. You found me, he replies. They stand side by side, watching the city lights flicker on. No longer strangers, but two souls home at last. In a city of millions, they found each other. Their story, once silent, begins anew.